Alright. So what's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea.
Yeah.
How old are you, Andrea?
49.
49. Where are you originally from?
Ireland, Donegal.
Ireland.
Yeah. Moved here a long time ago.
Nice, nice. What's your current situation? You out there homeless?
Homeless right now, yeah. I was married and 2 years ago my husband passed away. And we had a flat in Belsize Park. And I went into a deep depression after he died. And lost the flat and on the street for the last year.
Right. So you've been out here on the streets for 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do to survive out here?
Begging. That's it. Been approached by men several times wanting all sorts, but nah, I'm not going down that route.
How does it usually go for you when you beg on the streets?
Every day's different. Today is like it's bad. I've been out by sitting down trying to get money about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I got 50p. Yesterday was bad. The day before was okay. Managed to get enough. Got a backpackers hostel for the night. But yeah, it varies.
So you mentioned you're originally from Ireland. What brought you down to London?
My parents divorced. My dad's a fisherman. He went to live in Holland full time. And my mother went to move on to the Isle of Man with the guy she had an affair with. So it kind of left me on my own and I come to London.
What's it been like for you out on the streets? Is it dangerous? What kind of things do you experience?
It can be dangerous, yeah, but I have good friends that kind of make sure that I'm okay most of the time.
So, how long have you been on the streets?
Just a year.
Just a year?
Yeah, 1 year.
Okay. So you've been on the streets for 1 year. Have you received any help?
Roots Up the Street are trying to help me and St. Mungo's, but there's so many people that are homeless. It is quite hard to get into the permanent places, and plus they do tell you with a lot of lies. They fill you up with so much hope and say, "Oh, we'll get you housed, it won't be long." And yeah, it's more just kind of on keeping you stringing along, really.
So you haven't received any help from them?
Not really, not hugely. They're trying, but they're not big time, no.
So when it comes to, begging, and when you receive the money, what do you typically do with it?
If I'm hungry, I buy food. If not, I'll just put it and get enough money for a backpackers hostel, which are £23.
Sorry, what do you get?
Enough money for a backpackers hostel.
Okay.
And they're £23 for like the decent ones. You can get ones that are like 15, 16, 17 pounds.
Yeah.
But I tend to avoid places like that because it's 5, 6 people in a room. You don't know who you're going to get chucked in with. So I pay a little bit more and I get a room to myself, get breakfast as well, so it's okay.
So how often do you have access to a hostel? Is it a hostel?
Yeah, there's backpackers hostels, 2 or 3 times a week usually.
The rest of the nights, so the rest of the days, what do you usually like kind of sleep? Not the location, but are you like in the tent?
No, just kind of like places like this that we're standing in right now.
Okay, so you usually sleep around like stations?
Yeah.
When you're usually sleeping, is it safe for you?
Yeah, it is, because stations are guarded 24 hours. Police are always walking around, so it is pretty safe in that aspect, yeah. I won't go and stay somewhere where I'm hidden away, where nobody can see me, because then I'd find dangerous. Because when you're hidden away, nobody knows where you are. But when you're somewhere like this, even though it's noisy, you're safe.
So you haven't been involved in any drama since like sleeping around on the streets?
No.
Oh, okay, that's good. So it's been pretty safe for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was you kind of doing before you became homeless? Was you working?
I was working in a bar, yeah. I was working in a pub in the city.
Oh, you was working in the bar in the city, yeah?
Yeah, but my husband took ill.
Yeah.
He had undiagnosed endocarditis that had spread from his heart right through his body. The infection had spread, so it was uncurable. So I stopped working to take care of him. And then when he died, then the whole world fell apart.
Yeah. So, was you housed then with your husband?
Was that what?
Was you housed with your
Yeah, we had a flat in Belsize Park.
What happened at the flat? You kind of like...
Well, it was in his name for starters.
Yeah.
And I did fight it for a while. But I went into a mad depression when Nathan died. And I kind of gave up. I could have fought it and kept the flat. I probably could have. But depression took over.
Yeah.
And lost everything.
Sorry to hear that. What's your favorite memory, would you say, that you can remember with your husband, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. There's until we have. I've still got them in storage. We have a lot of cuddly toys, teddy bears, and we used to just sit and play with them. They were like our kids.
Yeah. Do you have any kids?
No.
What about family? Are they in Ireland?
My dad's in Holland still, and my mother's still on the Alaman. Yeah.
So do they know you out here on the streets?
No. I don't speak to my mother anyway, but my dad doesn't, and I wouldn't do that to him. I wouldn't tell him.
What makes you not want to tell them?
Well, he's got enough problems. He's unwell himself. He needs to go back to Ireland to have an operation, and there's a lot of pressure and stress on him, so I wouldn't do that to him and cause him more anxiety and stress.
So what does he think you're doing?
I don't know. I have no idea. I only talk to him every couple of months when he's on land, because he's always at sea. He only gets into dry land like every 3-4 months.
So you speak to him like here and there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. At least you still have contact with him.
Yeah.
So would you say you're still in depression and it's like preventing you from like kind of like getting back on your feet?
No, I'm medicated now. And with the help of St. Mungo's and Roots of the Street, I'll just go along with whatever they're planning and try and get into like permanent housing, permanent hostel or supported housing, anything really.
So with the housing situation, why hasn't somewhere like the council helped you?
Oh, you're on a waiting list.
You're on the waiting list?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been on the waiting list for like a year?
Yeah.
And do they know your situation that you are on the street?
Yeah, they know. They know.
What have they said to you?
Nothing they can do. Waiting list. Everybody's got to go on a waiting list.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So if you could have 3 wishes, what would they be?
Oh, one to be housed. My husband back. Just be healthy.
Do you have any advice for anyone who is like thinking of hitting the streets? What would you say to them?
Oh, don't. It's not a life. It's existing. It's not living. It's existing. And plus, there's a lot of temptation for drugs and that out here. I've managed to not go down that route, but I've seen a lot of people fall into that trap of drugs, and it's can happen very easy. And yeah, if anybody wants to hit the streets, no, don't. It's not the glamorous life and the freedom everybody thinks it is. It's not. It's hard and it's tough and it's not good. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Do you have any last words?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing your story.